You are in a supermarket with a long shopping list and your child starts having a temper tantrum right in the middle of a store. I think this situation is very familiar to every parent. Becky Odman, a Jewish Orthodox woman who is an educator, writer, and a lecturer, tells a story of how she once saw a father trying to shop in a supermarket while his young son was having a meltdown. As the father was going down the aisles, he was filling up his shopping cart and calmly repeating, "Arthur, please calm down. Arthur, please behave. Arthur, this is not a place to scream." After they both finished their shopping and the boy calmed down a bit, the educator walked over to the man. "I was very impressed with how you were handling the situation," she said, and she introduced herself. "Nice meeting you," said the father. "This is my son Richard." "Oh, 1 second." Surprised Becky interrupted him. "If you are Richard, who is Arthur?" "Oh," said the father, "Arthur is me." In Pirkei Avot, the Torah says, "Who is strong? He who controls his impulses." Many cultures believe that strength of a person is measured by how he is projecting it to the outside. Judaism believes that one's strength is expressed mainly when he is projecting it inwards. To put it simply, some think that a person is called strong when he is capable of beating someone up. The Torah insists that a person is called strong when he is capable of holding himself back from beating someone up when he really wants to do it. Parents often ask me, how strict should we be with our children? My answer usually is, be as strict as you can, just don't confuse strictness with anger. Every child needs strictness, which means he needs his parents set for him the rules of his life that he is expected to obey. But when the children violate those rules, we often get angry. And this is when we undermine our strictness. When I am angry, I lose control of myself. It happens to every parent, but I have to understand that when I scream at my child that he should control himself, I demand of him to do what I am not doing myself. To yell at a child that he should control himself is like forbidding him to eat sweets while I am eating it right in front of his face. I cannot try to control others while I am not even controlling myself. When I get angry at my child, I am not being strict, but on the contrary, I am displaying my weakness, as the Pirkei Avot says. And parenting should be done from a position of strength, not weakness. As dealing with our children clearly shows, controlling ourselves for us adults is sometimes very difficult. It is at least as difficult for our children. We parents also very often confuse strictness with something else, with emotional detachment. We often leave our children to deal with the difficulties of their self-control without any emotional support from us. If we act towards them with understanding of their challenges, telling them that we know how difficult it is to control ourselves, if we give them helpful tips and share with them our own experiences of how we manage to control ourselves, it will help them to do that. My advice is, be as strict with your children as you can be without being angry and without being emotionally detached.